Well, they were what we thought they were. Oklahoma certainly showed us all why Saturday, why they're considered one of the top college football programs in the country in that win over South Dakota. Joining me now to talk more about that game or the experience that they're in is head coach Bob Nielson. And Bob, tough to really get a gauge on exactly where your team stands based on this matchup. But overall, what would you say the value was in this experience for your guys?
Well, we got a chance to compete against some of the best individual talent and one of the best football programs in the country. A team that knew was going to challenge us across the board. And I felt our guys went out, and particularly in the first half, really competed in a very difficult environment to compete in.
Now, that Oklahoma offense obviously presents some challenges for your defense, unlike anything else you're going to see at any point this season. So based on that film, what are you able to teach your guys?
Well, there were a couple of really good things. I thought we, in the first half, put consistent pressure on the quarterback with our front guys. We created a couple of stops. You talk about that and you think that's funny, but that's the kind of offense that there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to have difficulty getting the punt team on the field. Yeah. And for the most part in the first half, defensively, we eliminated the big play. They had the one, big pass play that set up their first touchdown. But other than that, we really made them work for it. The flip side of that was offensively, we had a difficult time really getting something going. We ended up in some off-schedule third down situations. We finally put a nice drive together in the second quarter. But turned the ball over in the red zone. And against a team like that, every little mistake just gets compounded because of the talent that they have at all positions.
Offensively, just kind of expanding on what you started talking about there, you were able to move the football effectively at times, and particularly in the second half. Austin Simmons engineered a couple of back-to-back touchdown drives in that third quarter, and you said after the game that you thought this was the best Austin had looked at any point this year, and I took that as to mean even going back to fall camp. So what did you see in him that you like so much?
I really thought he saw the field well, and he was making good decisions, triggering the ball on time, and we're trying to work some of the short passing game, and we got the ball to our perimeter players, and our perimeter players made yards after the catch. And those two drives, those two third quarter drives, we really moved the ball very, very effectively. And that's the kind of thing that we needed to do more consistently all day, because by holding on to the ball, you keep their offense on the sideline.
A couple of great catches on those touchdowns, one from Cody Case, one from Caleb Van Der Esch. Good to see your perimeter guys going out there and making big plays in that environment.
Yeah, they, that's a talented group. We had chances for those guys to make plays. There were some other really good plays. Dakota Allen had a couple of catches and a real physical run after the catch for a first down. Those are guys that we have to lean on offensively, and guys that we can lean on.
All right, time for the $575,000 question now. Did you get out of this thing healthy?
Yeah, we came through. Honestly, we don't have anybody from the game Saturday that will be out at all this week. We actually will hopefully pick up a couple of guys that were injured from the first week and didn't get a chance to travel, and so we expect to have an even healthier roster Saturday against Houston Baptist than what we took to Oklahoma last week.
That in and itself is great news, of course, and all FCS opponents from here on out. Has your perspective, though, on these last 10 games changed at all based on what's happened the first 2 weeks?
No, I think I'm very confident we've got a chance to be a really good football team. I don't think we showed how good we're capable of playing against Montana. The Oklahoma game is a very difficult game to gauge, but without question, I saw improvement. I saw improvement in a lot of areas. I think our O-line continues to improve. We talked about Austin's improvement. Defensively, there were some good things, but at the same time, we've got to do a better job on the defensive perimeter, and Houston Baptist will be a really big test in that perimeter with what they do offensively.
All right, as you said, Houston Baptist coming to Vermillion and the Dakota Dome on Saturday. We'll have more on that matchup with the Huskies coming up later this week. But for now, Bob Nielson, Jay Elsen, thanks for watching.